Hi Flosstube, it's Teresa from Teresa's Stitching Lifestyle in Christchurch, New Zealand. Welcome. Today is 6th of February 25 and this is Flosstube number 42 of my cross stitch journey. Welcome. Before we get into everything, I would just like to say thank you very much. I've had a few new subscribers lately, so that's really lovely. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing and happy to come back. Happy to answer any questions. I've had lots of questions lately coming through how I stitch. I've answered everything, but how I stitch. So we'll cover that, I think, before we get into other bits and pieces. So I mostly stitch in hand. I have a magnifier because I'm working on 40s, 46s, 52s most of the time. So it's really nice to have that just a little bit blown up. But yeah, I mostly stitch in hand. I do have a couple on my scroll rod, but to be honest, I still prefer the stitch in hand. I may even be removing them from the scroll rods yet. Haven't decided. They're still just sitting on there. A couple of other questions have been about my dyeing of my fabric myself. I'll possibly, yeah, there's lots of YouTubes out there that show how to dye fabric. Honestly, I use Rit dye, and I just use plain Zweigart fabric, as in plain white, antique, cream, whatever you want to call it, any one of those three, and use that as my base. And I just play around with the colours. Rit website is really good. If you want to mix colours, it tells you how much of each base colour to use to make the colour that you want. Honestly, I try it on a piece of just scrap 100% cotton, so that I can see what the colour's going to come out before I dye my linen. Sometimes that works really well, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I get some very mysterious pieces, but they're okay cut into smaller pieces for ornament finishing. Yeah, it is a trial and error, but it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to see what you can come up with and to see what's going to work with what you're doing. Okay, just trying to think. There was a lot of other questions, but I really need to probably write them down and just do a answering question video, but we're not doing that today. I haven't got time. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? Rightio, we'll start with the Christmas stitching. So as you know, I'm working on Mrs. Claus, and I do believe I've enabled a few people to go and order Mr. and Mrs. Claus. It's from Etsy, and it's off xstitch_little_stories. And she's beautiful. She is in DMCs. So this is the colours for both Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Now this goes to work, and this is mostly my lunchtime stitch, so it only gets a thread or two in each day. And this is where we're at. So I have started filling in a bit more of the skirt, because where all this is literally one colour of red thread to be filled in. And I have started filling in the apron. It's a wee bit hard to tell, but there's 3 different shades of beige in here, and then it'll come into all the creams and whites for her apron. But she's going to be beautiful. Enjoying stitching her. It's on 32 count, which, you know, I don't normally do, but it's actually really fun too, especially for when you haven't got good lighting, like staff rooms and stuff. But yeah, that's just we'll get it done when we get it done. Okay, so my other Christmas stitching is 12 days of Christmas stockings from NEB Designs. This is set number 4, and we're almost there. So since last Flosstube, I have finished, put on here, actually we'll go that way, number 7. These are being stitched with DMC threads, Mill beads for the red and white beads that are in them, and on 32 count black even weave, not black 8, sorry, black even weave. Number 8 is now also finished. Okay. Number 9, and I was working on number 10 this morning, and I've run out of one colour, so up in here I need to get 524, and I need that in number 12 as well. I've already stitched and finished 11. That's him here, so he's already done. So I literally need to finish the little green bits off on this one, and that is finished. And then I've got number 11, which is Drummer's Drumming. Is that right? No, number 12, sorry, I have to finish. 12, Drummer's Drumming, which has not got a lot of stitching. There it is there. There's not a lot of big fill-in, so it's just little bits and pieces. It doesn't take long to do 12. I remember that from all the others. So we're almost there. I'm going to meet my deadline and my goal for that. That will definitely be started being fully finished this week, which is great. I'm just going to pop the Christmas stitching just over here. It's all right. We just need some space. Right, so should we start with some samplers? Righty ho, I've got them stacked up over here next to me. Okay, so these are not in order I've worked on them, they're just in order I've stacked them up. So Let Love Rain. This is one of my birthday stitch alongs, and this one is with Tanya. It's by Teresa Kogut, using the DMC threads. I am stitching mine on Russian Caramel, 46 count from number 12 Stitch Co. You can order off here on Etsy. So I didn't get a lot done on this. So last time I had, and I still haven't gone back and done all of them, but I've only done the single run on the borders. Not all of them, but on most of them I've only done the single run. So this time I've come down and I put in the bottom part along here, because that's the divider for down here. Oops, it's gonna fall down. Go back. Down here by my finger, to be able to do that huge big pot of flowers. The ABC and underneath. So we have one crown over here. I'll do the other crown, and then I'm going to come up and I'm actually going to put in these 3 borders here, so that all of the bones are then in, and that's about true for the colour there. But love how this is coming together. Haven't been able to spend a lot of time on it, but it is beautiful. So as long as it gets at least one evening of stitching each fortnight, I'm happy. Right, we're just going to drop to that side, I think. Okay, project number 2 is another birthday stitch along, and that is with Sarah Milthorp. And this is my stitch along with Susie for our birthdays. This is by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Love this. I love seeing this pop up everywhere. And we are making good progress. I'll turn it around because it's on the other side of the board. So this is on a piece of 40 count that I dyed myself. Last time the house is done except for filling in the door. I worked on the big trees last time and in through here. So all of the centerpiece was done. This time around I have put in the bones of the outer border and have started filling in some of the colours for the flowers. This has been stitched with DMC threads as well. These probably are true colours of what it looks like. Can't believe how quickly this one is actually kind of coming together. So I don't know if you can see in kind of the booklet, like these are the little flowers. So all the flowers have like two colours, one for the outside and then one for the inside. So, and they're kind of random. So that's why it was easier to do the whole border, and then as I use a colour, I'll go back and fill in the outer. And I'm not sure where I'm going to go next. I really want to get into these guys. Don't know. Time will tell when we pick it up. Haven't kind of got a plan on what way I want to go with Sarah. But once again, as long as she gets at least one night stitching. Okay, let's see that. I need to find somewhere to stack these back up. Righty ho. So 1, 2. I have more than. Oh, my other birthday start with from this year, I didn't stitch on this fortnight. I just didn't have time. Okay, so the next one that I have a finished goal for, well, a finished deadline, shall we say. Oh, we've done that. I want to make sure I miss anything. Right, so Martha Walmsley, 1847, Hands Across the Sea samplers. Oh, I love this. This was a stitch along with Susie and Jude. Susie's finished, Jude's done the border, and I think she's done this flower and some of the leaves, I think she said the other day. But she's making great progress too. So my goal is I want this finished. We started at Christchurch Retreat last year, and I want to finish mine at Christchurch Retreat this year. So this fortnight round, I worked on this beauty in the middle. I'm going to bring her in pretty close. So it's going to blow out the background colour. Sorry guys. So worked on this bird here. That was pretty reasonably quick to do. Not too bad for the bird. But my gosh, this big tail. This is 2.5 evenings of work to get this. So now I've just got like fill in on this little part where for that front part of the tail. We've still got to come all the way down here with colours and all the way around here with colours yet for the tail. And then of course there's a set of leaves out here. We've got leaves up above here. And still more leaves on the branch over here as well. Before we get to that centerpiece finish, but that's okay. We'll do a bit more this fortnight and we'll see how we go. But, oh, I do love how Martha's coming out. There's probably really her true colours. Yeah, she's lovely. Can't wait to have her finished. I'll pop Martha down there. DMC threads. Getting a bit tashy, some of them. But loving stitching on Martha. I'm going to say a loving stitching on all my works, but that's nothing unusual, is it? If you don't love it, then you're not going to stitch on it. Or you're not enjoying it. It makes it a bit of a chore. And it's a hobby. It needs to be loved to work on it. Righty ho. My next project that I put some love into was Examplars from the Heart, and They Sinned. Who was I watching the other day? Stitching Faye. Hi. She's way ahead of me. She's way down here, I think, working on the lion. that right? Yeah, down here working on the lion, and that last time we seen it. So she's pretty much got this down, whereas I'm still kind of up here. That's okay. We're both working on it, and it's a real fun stitch. Classic Colourworks and sampler threads. Love the colours. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, so I guess you want to see it, don't you? Okay, so she's a big girl. So I'm standing, and this is head high. And it's, at the moment, we're probably down to my hips. So we're getting there. So all complete there. This is on 40 count hog bristle. All complete. Like I've still got to go back and do, what have we got in there? Peacocks, a basket, and a few little flowers. Alphabet is done, but I've left that to put the date that I finish and my name. So that was where we were up to last time. This time I've come down the side, not quite all the way down the side here. Now this is at, bring it in close, like right by my fingernail here is the top of the tree. So that's the last of the vines that come down the sides. So I'm going to do the same on the other side and bring it down to the top of the tree. I may even do the tree trunks and then go across. But I kind of got a bit restless on that, as you do. So I went up and started working on this fence line, which goes all the way across. And it's like so many rows of, coming closer, so many rows of 101, then a zigzaggy pattern, then oh, yeah, gotta be counting. But loving how this is coming out. So if we get to this part here, is part near the start of page 3. Page 3 starts up about where this leaf is coming across. So that's really good. We're making good progress, but really enjoying stitching on this. But if we come back, I can't go any further. There's a big coffee table in the road. So there's the top. There's where I'm at, and then we've still got all of that yet to go. It's probably just about going to be as tall as I am. Just about. So that's just sitting on the ground. So there's shoulder height. Pretty big deal. But loving it. Absolutely loving it. So that's just trying to do at least one night a fortnight on that. Just so that they're getting touched and we're making progress, especially on these big ones. Okay. Another one that came out to play is one that's been going for like 3 years. Scary. Just trying to find my colour picture. Where's it gone? So you can see it. Here it is. Done. And it is Everflowering Garden from Forest Embroidery. She's a very big sampler, but my gosh, she's beautiful. I love this. Let me see. I know there's not many colours. Like literally 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 colours. That is it. 10 colours for that whole sampler. It's amazing. Nice neutrals, bit of bright. Guess you want to see stitching. Let's have a look. Where do we get to? We finally crossed the halfway mark. Okay, so I wonder if we can some. Oh, across here. And started in on here, which has repeated this flower here. Started coming in along this one, comes along this way, and I put this one here in, and the little birdie. No, little bird was there. Sorry, little bird was there. That was from the time before. So across here and down here. It's gorgeous. This is on Oh, we looked at this last time. 46, I think this is... I do write it down, it's just remembering it. Up in the attic from Fox and Rabbit. And this was started on Christmas Day of... Oh, it's 4 years old, not 3 years old. Of 3 years old, 2021. We just had Christmas, so in 24, so 3 years. And I'm still not finished the first row. Ugh. That's all right. This one is more of a, I'm enjoying, I love the project, but I'm enjoying the stitching on it rather than, like I love my samplers and I want them up on the wall. I don't know if this one will end up, definitely won't end up in the wall, in the lounge, but it might end up in the wall in the bedroom somewhere. But I do, it's more about this, enjoying the stitch on this one. But she's gorgeous. So yes, our forest embroidery. Tuck that one in there. Sorry, didn't mean to knock the camera on the table. Okay. So my next project that got a bit of love is called Maria Vincenza Lariccha. I think that's how you say it. From Hands Across the Sea Samplers. And this is a gorgeous stitch. So I'm stitching mine on antique lace on 46 count from number 12 Stitch Co. And I am using Silks for You, and we are PB 034. And this is where I'm at. We step back a little bit again. This is at the end. We've started turning the corner. But this time round, we had most of this done, but I just finished off the little bits that I hadn't. And I think I've still got to do the that part's done, but these side branches coming out here above my fingers. But I stitched the boat. I had the flag and the big pole down to here, but I stitched all the rest of it. And there is a lot of stitches in the bottom of this boat. My gosh. But that's a fun stitch. Couple of threads. Only stitched on it 1.5 nights because that was the other half. Because I wanted to get, I had about 3/4 of the boat along the bottom here, and I just wanted to get that finished before I went in and worked on the on Martha. So that I was trying to get the motif finished before we move on. So sometimes there will be little half evenings or an extra hour on the next night just to get it done. But do love how that is coming along. That's my kind of red stitch at the moment. I do have 3 or 4, but that is the one I'm, I guess, concentrating on, if you like. Okay. So my last sampler that I worked on was Charlotte Warrington from Needlework Press. She's such a big girl. There's a big stitch along for this, and a lot of people have started at the top and working their way down, but I wanted to get in the bottom here. Here's all the colours. So I'm doing mine in the Weeks Dye Works. Oops. Go Weeks Dye Works. I'm stitching mine on 46 count hog bristle on Fox and Rabbit, and this is red. Sorry, I do have a few green threads because I was stitching on this last night. So we're making progress. I had a lot of the berries for the tree up the top here done, and I started filling in the green. There was a couple of little berries that I had to fill in. I've done all the fruit, I guess you would say, not berries, fruit on this one here, and we've started filling in the green there. I'll see if I can show it a bit better in the picture. And then there is still another branch to come out this way here with more fruits and green. And did put about 4 threads into the grass. The grass just feels like it's never ending. That there is, oh no, that's still a little bit light. There's probably a bit more about the colour of the fabric. But definitely enjoying this stitch. If we zoom in there, sorry, just trying to get the ring light out of the road. So here's where I was working on up here, and then where did I go? This way. So in here, some more greenery, and then this one. Oh, so this will sort of be over the next fortnight, hopefully. I'd like to get that tree finished so we could move it along a bit more. I really want to get into this house, but I want to finish kind of all the details in the corner so that we can, or castle, house, I think you'd call it, before we get along to that, you know, get too far into all the good fun parts. Let's get all these done. But beautiful, absolutely wonderful stitch to do. Okay, so that is all of my samplers. Now, I'll just pop him over there. Just checking what's under my feet. Okay, so there's a couple other little ones that I've worked on at the Christchurch retreat coming up in March. I'm going to be teaching a finishing class for making strawberries. So I've put out a little wee, what have I done with it? Just a tiny little wee pattern that I just threw together with a little needleworker girl, excuse me, of course, N for Teresa, a bobbin and a pair of scissors. Simple to make into a strawberry. But I've also been working on a couple of other strawberries. Out of the Deck the Halls Blackbird Designs book. There's 6 in here and they are just gorgeous. So this is I'm going to show it to you in this, I can probably show it that way. The one that I have completed stitching. It came upon a midnight clear. Now, I have a mixture board. I did mine on the green. Love how this has come out on the green. This is on 28 count, so I've done it a little bit bigger because when you're teaching class, it's easier for people to see if it's on something a little bit bigger on how to do all the finishing techniques. So he's all done. I then moved on to stitching, what's he called? Christmas Visitor, which is the pelican. And where I kind of got the idea of the green fabric was I love the green on this one, the way that it photocopies for them to do that finishing. So I'm going to have 2 on the green. Here's my swan's bottom, or pelican's bottom, but a greenery above, and I've still got quite a bit to go on him. But love how that's coming together. Another one that will be thrown in the mix shortly will be Christmas Cactus. That's all ready to go. From me to thee. Now, I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to do From Me to Thee on this colour. I have got pink, or I can dye another pink. I wasn't too happy with how my pink turned out. Or whether I'm going to do these guys on this. I'm just using up some of my scrappy little bits. I've also got a blue that I could use as well. But there is the first day of Christmas with the pear tree. And we've got dancing sugar plums. I love this I think that's the 6 that are in there. Now for the Claus, I haven't finished dyeing all the lace, but I have dyed some. So I've done this one here, which I'll put onto the board, I think, like the easiest way to see them. Hopefully they're going to show up enough. Leave them as kind of a double layer, you'll see them. Because we're doing it as affordable as we can for everybody, I thought, well, I'll dye up some laces and stuff like that. I've got 2 more colours that I've 2 more shades of like greeny, sagey browns kind of things that I'm going to do. But these are the 2 that I've dyed so far. So there's this green set that they can use, and then this one is an olive set, which some of them have come out quite, it's a silver olivey, but my gosh, it looks really nice against the fabric. Like against this, when it's actually crunched up, it looks really awesome. That green one was the first one I did. I'm not happy, like not for me, for my finishing. I'm going to go this way for the olive. But this is all going to be part of the finishing cut. And there'll be felt in that as well, so that people, because everyone's stitching their own things to make them. But I thought I'd show you some of the lace that's going to be in the kits. Yeah, that's kind of it. So if anybody is coming to Crochet Retreat and does want to make one, honestly, pick something out of a pattern. Trying to think what I've got. Okay, so this is Red Chair Sampler. So if you're not a fast stitcher, you could just stitch something like this and add your initial. You could do the bird, you could do rose. If you wanted to, you could do this big guy here and make a big one. You've also got this one, this lovely rose here would make an absolute gorgeous strawberry. So there's lots of options. You could also just do one huge alphabet letter if you wanted to and stuff. It's about having a go, having a try at finishing these things for ourselves. There's not really a lot of finishes in New Zealand, so it's nice to kind of get everybody encouraged and enjoy it. So if you are coming and you want to have a go, please just stitch up something little. Even if you don't have time to do that, bring along a piece of linen, roughly 10 inches or 10 inches by 8 inches, and we'll show you how to finish it into a strawberry. Okay, that's probably really it. Thanks guys, it's a bit of a short one for me today. Yeah, I mean, I've been stitching, but it's kind of been on certain projects and that's it. There's a little bit of secret stitching going on for an exchange I'm doing, so I can't show you that either. But yeah, that's really it. So guys, remember, one stitch at a time. We'll get the little things done, these little wee things. Honestly guys, this took me one evening, and then I finished it off when I met up with Judith and Susie and Jude last Sunday. Didn't take long. This one of course I haven't picked up this week, so I need to get going on this. I really wanted that finished, but they don't take long. One stitch at a time. So thank you very much and happy stitching. Bye.